everyone, we're going to match the conclusion on the right, which is this side, with the given information here on the left. So it's a little matching thing. And we're using the Hinge theorem, so we'll get started. I separated these out so I can draw on the triangle. We have AB equals BC. So these two sides are congruent. We have measure of angle 1 is greater than the measure of angle 2. So this is bigger. So that means, since this is the reflexive property, BE is congruent to itself. So according to the Hinge theorem, we have included angles here. Now we know one measure of angle 1 is bigger, so the side across from it, which is AE, this angle has to be larger than the side across from the smaller angle, which is measure of angle 2, and that would be EC. So that means D is the answer to number 10. All right, and now let's look at 11. AE is greater than EC. Where's EC? So this side is larger than this side. And now we also know that AD equals CD. So these two sides are congruent. So, and we also know that this is congruent to itself. So since this side is, larger than the angle across from it, which is 7, measure of angle 7 has to be greater than, this side is smaller, so the side across from it, or this is the side, so that's going to be the angle across from it is measure of angle 8. So that would be answer A, and this is according to the converse of the Hinge theorem. All right, next one, we have a measure of angle 9. This is, we're doing 12, where's 9? Is smaller than the measure of angle 10. So this one is smaller, this one's larger. All right, BE equals ED. So BE equals ED. And of course, so we'll put little marks here. This line is congruent to itself, AE, due to the reflexive property. So the side across from the smaller angle, which is 9, has the smaller side. So AB has to be smaller than the larger side. The larger angle is 10, so that means AD. So AB is smaller than AD. And we can rewrite that as, if you read it this way, as AD is greater than AB. So that's answer B. So apparently these two go together. Let's look at that. AB equals BC, and AD is congruent to or equals to CD. So we know also that these lines are congruent to each other. I don't know if we need to know that, but we know, because they were looking at the whole picture here, we're looking at these two angles, and these two angles. This is the included angles between the congruent sides. So you just add them up. We don't know what they are, but we're going to say the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 4. If these sides are congruent, then the measures have to be congruent. Equals the measure of angle 5 plus the measure of angle 6. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.